Hello friends, in the last video we discussed on competency based assessment. In this video we will discuss on competency based assessment in mathematics, where we will discuss what are the assessment objectives suggested by CBSE and how to prepare competency based state items in mathematics. Friends, we discussed competency based assessment is assessing the application of knowledge and skills to real world context and using authentic problems which draw on real life data. Mathematical competency is an individual's capacity to reason mathematically and to formulate, employ, and interpret mathematics to solve problems in a variety of real world contexts. It includes concepts, procedures, facts, and tools to describe, explain, and predict the phenomena. It assists individual to know the role that mathematics plays in the world and to make the well-founded judgments and decisions needed by constructive, engaged, and reflective 21st century citizens. CBSE suggested assessment objectives for evaluating competency is in mathematics. According to CBSE, there are two assessment objectives for evaluating competencies in mathematics called AO1 and AO2. The first assessment objective AO1 is demonstrate knowledge and understanding of mathematical ideas, techniques and procedures. The second assessment objective, that is AO2, is apply knowledge and understanding of mathematical ideas, techniques and procedures to classroom and real world situations. If we will compare these assessment objectives with the 6 layers of Bloom's taxonomy, the first two layers remember and understand is linked with AO1, and the next 4 layers apply, analyze, evaluate and create is linked with AO2. In AO1, students should be able to recall and apply mathematical knowledge, terminology and definitions to carry out routine procedures or straightforward tasks requiring single or multi-step solutions in mathematical or everyday situations. This include working accurately with information presented in words, tables, graphs and diagrams, using and interpreting mathematical notation correctly, using a calculator to perform calculations where appropriate, understanding and using systems of measurement in everyday use, estimating, approximating and working to appropriate levels of accuracy and converting between equivalent numerical forms, using geometrical instruments to measure and to draw to appropriate levels of accuracy, recognizing and using spatial relationships in 2 and 3 dimensions. In AO2, students should be able to reason, interpret and communicate mathematically when solving problems. They should be able to analyze a problem, select a suitable strategy and apply appropriate techniques. This includes presenting arguments and chains of reasoning in a logical and structured way, assessing the validity of an argument, interpreting and communicating information accurately and changing from one form of presentation to another, solving unstructured problems by putting them into a structured form, recognizing patterns in a variety of situations and forming generalizations, applying combinations of mathematical skills and techniques using connections between different areas of mathematics, making logical deductions, making inferences and drawing conclusions from given mathematical information including statistical data. CBSE published chapter-wise sample competency-based data items for class 6 to 10. Please visit CBSE website for further reference. This is a sample question given in CBSE document for class 9th mathematics. The question is, Mrs. Sharma lost her purse containing rupees 50 and 100 notes amounting to rupees 1500 in a market. Represent the above situation as a linear equation in two variables. This test item comes under assessment objective A1 and the learning outcome is relates the algebraic and graphical representation of a linear equation in one or two variables and applies the concept to daily life situation. While writing competency based test items, it must be ensured that the test items are aligned with the learning outcomes. So it is better to write the learning outcome first and then write the question which is aligned with the learning outcome. This is another example of a competency based test item where the learning outcome is find solution of pairs of linear equations in two variables using graphical and different algebraic methods, and the assessment objective is AO2, that is applying the knowledge and the concepts in real life situations. Here we have one more example of competency based data items with some situations is given and the question contains two bits. The first bit is the total money to be spent for train ticket is what. The learning outcome is convert percentage into number based on real life situations. Some real life data is given from the picture. The child will interpret the data and they will convert it to the percentage. So for the first bit, it comes under assessment objective 1. The second question is, recent study says in Kashmir the cost of lodging is increasing at a rate of 5% per year. If they will visit the place after 2 years, then what will be the expected amount they will spend on lodging? Here the learning outcome is calculate increase or decrease in quantity as percentage and examine change in quantity based on real life problems, and it comes under assessment objective 2. This is another example which we already discussed in the last video. This is a competency based test item, so where the test item is totally based on real life observations. Friends, we discussed about competency based assessment and assessment objectives suggested by CBSE. Please pause your video, read the questions. This is one small task for you. Read the question and categorize the test items as AO1 and AO2. The learning outcome is given, the questions are also given. You have to categorize it whether the test items are coming under AO1 or AO2. This is a small assignment for you. Similarly, this is another assignment.